Thanks, Masha. Is a very auspicious day. It almost feels like winter solstice. It's like one of those kind of energies. It's like I had to clean. It's like really not a good idea to clean, but I had to do it because it felt like I had to like move things out for this energy coming in. And I just want to tell you this before we like get into the meditative part of it, because then it's not really appropriate to give you this piece of information. But it turns out that there are meditations going on all over the world, all over the United States, based on this 222. But so people are taking advantage of this energy. And not only that, but I also read, and I can't now remember because I've been reading so many different pieces where it came from, but this number, this 2, this opening, this portal, is a gateway to another dimension, a higher up dimension. Higher, it's really interesting. These things are higher, but they're deeper. So we're going in all different, it's really sacred geometry, in a way, because we're going up, we're going in, we're going down. So they are saying, the great astronomers and astrologers and gurus of this type of energy, that another big portal has opened and that a stream of light has come in. And there are people doing events that aren't even doing it based on the divine feminine, which I find really interesting, so that people have tuned in to what energy is pulling for the higher good. So I think it's a really, everyone keeps saying this is such an interesting time. Well, it's not only interesting, but it's powerful, and it's universal. People are getting it on levels that they're not even acknowledging where they're getting it from. So I find that really heart-opening. So tonight we're going to, of course, honor the divine feminine. And the reason that I'm calling it angelic is because I don't know how many of you know about angels and what angels do and what they're supposed to do and all of those kinds of things. But angels are really there to protect God, whether you believe in God or not. That's what they do. And so they're the hierarchical, and there are many, 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 many layers and levels in the hierarchy of angels around God. And it's not only God, but it's goddess. It's God, goddess. So I really could not just have an event of honoring the divine feminine, which is what this is all about. But the angels have to be there also. Of course, I'm very much with the angels. That's what my work is. But that's what they do. They are the messengers of God, goddess. And so they're here to shroud, protect. They're making a circle around all of you who are in this group right now. They are a column of light around the goddess. You will find out where she is later on this evening or today, wherever you are. So they are essential. They are the shield. They are the light shields around God, goddess, and around you. So I wanted you to know that because they are also just as revered, and I really feel a great reverence around them as well as around God, goddess. So I think that's, the other thing is that I will be mentioning probably in part of the meditation somewhere in there about the light codes. So with this light that's coming in, there's always light codes, and there's light filaments. And the light filaments are the little, like filaments in a light bulb, but they're the filaments in the light codes. And light codes are light. They're like codes, like what do you call it? not the ticker tape, but you know, the old-fashioned, oh, what is it called? Somebody can remember, turn on their mic. The Morse code, whatever that other word is. So there are codes of light within these massive code light beams that are coming into us. And those codes of light have information. Just like crystals have information, so light has light codes in it. And so the codes have information. And so that's really important for everyone to know who's doing this work right now, to tune into that and to ask, because you won't get it on a verbal level, but to ask for the light codes to be known to you. Could they please make you aware on that nonverbal level? And the other thing to be aware of tonight, because I'm going to hold a lot of silence later into the meditation, because the divine feminine is all about the nonverbal. And so when we get in touch with that piece, the divine feminine, we communicate nonverbally. So that's when you know to call your friend, or know to call your mother or your father or your child, or you know to go do whatever. That's the divine feminine. And the other piece that I want to say is of the angels, Gabriel is a female angel. And Gabriel, the archangel Gabriel, is the only female of the angels, and it is documented. It was actually told, I believe, to Muhammad. It's in the Quran, and it's in my book. And when I was doing research on angels, I found that, and I was just floored. The other piece is that when I was writing my book, I have a very close friend who channels the archangels. So I asked her, this is many years ago, I asked her if she would channel the archangels to give me other kinds of information about the angels that's not, in history books. And so we did, and she did. And I was there, we were face to face doing this. And what she told me about Gabriel is that Gabriel is the protector of the waters, of vapor, of mist, and of course childbirth, and sacred dance and sacred music. And so Gabriel will be with us tonight because Gabriel is female, but also because Gabriel, I think I put this in the email, because Gabriel and the divine feminine have the same aspects to them. The divine feminine is about the waters, intuition, I forget the list now, water, intuition, something else. But that's what Gabriel is. And so they're very synonymous. And so Gabriel will be with you tonight, along, of course, with all the other archangels. But specifically, we will be being visited by Gabriel. All right. So. So everyone, if you have any sound on around you, or turn off your phones, put all distractions to the side, and we will begin the sacred part. Mother, Father, God, we give thanks for this most holy of days and night. We give thanks that we have all come together to share in this experience and in this light that you honor us with. We ask that you cleanse and purify each of us now with your holy breath and your holy water. We ask that you lift off of us any concerns, any heaviness, anything that will distract us from being in our hearts and being in your loving energy. Shilomba katalakati, lomba kanashanalai, wushalamakata, lomba kati, yishilandukmala, alomba kati, umba shalambula, wanki tolomakati, shalomba kati, rikindo shalabu, lamba tokoshinala. Ishulamakati, Washalamaka, Jambala Katushana Lumba. Kuan Yin is with us now at this time. And she welcomes each of you. And she is most grateful, she says, that you have come to honor the Holy Mother, of whom she represents, that she is one of those who embodies the Divine Feminine. Her place of being, she says, is in the gardens, amongst the flowers and the plants. She would ask you now, she says, to open your heart with your breath, to take a deep breath in and to exhale, and to open your heart to the many flowers that blossom within your heart. For this is a time of reawakening the love for self so that you can give it to others. I now offer you my great compassion for any suffering that any of you humans may be experiencing at this time. It is our prayer that this suffering may now be coming to its end and lifting for humanity. So humanity can begin to live in its higher realms where it was designed to be. We are most sorry that suffering fell upon human life in the many centuries. It is now time for that to be lifted. And we are all here to help you lift that now. As you are receiving more light, you will be able to give more light. And this is our prayer that we bring you tonight, to have you embody this light. I will now step back, but continue to be with you in my presence, so others may speak and bring their energy forth. Shilomakatati tolakati. I will ask, this is Sylvia speaking now, I will ask you at this time, if you have your crystal nearby, to bring that closer to you as I get mine. As we continue, now that you're expanded in your crown chakra into the heavens, I'll ask you to feel your feet on the ground. If you're not sitting up, if you're lying down, if you could sit up for a few moments. We need to bring in the earth energy. So feel your feet on the ground. And continue to stay in your heart. We're going to multitask here for a few moments. Allow the energy of your feet to begin to grow like a plant, or like the arch bone in your foot. Allow that to reach into the earth, to grow into the earth like a tree, like a plant, like the blossoms and the plants that Kuan Yin was just speaking about. Allow your roots, the roots of your life, to grow into the earth, down through the floor of the room that you're in, the foundation of the building that you're in, through the topsoil and the rocks of the earth, and down, 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 down to the center of the earth. Really allow your roots to really go down and to connect way down to the center, where there's a giant quartz crystal. Quartz crystal that holds this planet together. It's huge, you cannot see around it. Allow your roots to flow into this crystal. And allow your roots to drink up, absorb the energy of Mother Earth, another goddess, Gaia. And Gaia's energy is all loving, unconditional loving, and feminine power. Power with, power for. She supports you. So allow yourself to drink up, absorb that feminine power, that crystalline energy, unconditional love, up through your roots, all the way up through your roots, through all the layers of the earth, up into your body, up through all your chakras, root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, soul star chakra, up into your higher self. And bringing the heavens and the earth energy down into your body, commingling heaven and earth within you, in your heart chakra, going all through your entire body. You now embody heaven and earth energy. Take a deep breath. Breathe into this energy, this divine feminine, light-filled energy. And now we welcome the archangels. We welcome Archangel Michael, who comes and stands in the northern part of your room. Archangel Michael brings you wisdom and protection. We welcome Archangel Gabriel, who comes and stands in the southern part of your room, bringing you innocence. We welcome Archangel Uriel, who comes and stands in the eastern part of your room. Uriel brings you inspiration. We welcome Archangel Raphael. Raphael comes and stands in the western part of your room and brings you healing. Raphael is the Archangel of healing. We welcome Archangel Camuel, who comes and stands in the southeastern part of your room. Camuel is the Archangel of love. We welcome Archangel Zachiel, who comes and stands in the northwest part of your room. And Zachiel is the Archangel of transition. Whatever you're transitioning from or to, Zachiel is there for you to be your guide. And now we welcome Archangel Jophiel, who comes and stands in the center of your room to ground the earth in your space, in your home. Archangel Jophiel will hold the energy of the earth for you during our ceremony. Take a deep breath and exhale. All these angels now are standing in your space because we have created a temple of light in your home. And if you wish this temple of light to remain after the ceremony, you can ask for it, and it will honor your request. The angels are gatekeepers for us tonight, as we have this honoring of the divine feminine. So that they will keep the energy pure, allow only the light to come in, and monitor the light codes for you. Lombakashanda lamalidu, leishalamonda landa, indo padakati. It's Archangel Michael speaking. Ijo malakatu shilamakiti. It is a great honor for us to be with you this evening, today. As you honor and open yourselves to your next level of light and knowledge, we will be here to guide you. We most love you. Jumbalakata. So now take another deep breath and begin to let yourself go a little bit. Begin to relax deeper into where you're sitting or lying. Now, keeping your eyes closed, you begin to feel a warmth. If you don't feel or see any of the images that I give, do not worry. This is not for you to have to see it. It's just follow along. Just as if you were listening to a radio or a recording. It's to guide you. You don't have to do anything. We're taking you on a journey. A journey to where your soul has been longing to go. And we have several light beings to guide your way. You will not be doing this alone. And even with your eyes closed, you begin to see or feel that the room that you're sitting in is getting brighter, that there's much light coming. And in your mind's eye, you open your eyes in your imagination, in your imaging, and there before you is a beautiful, 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 beautiful angel. She's sitting, she's not standing. It's a he, she. When I say she, it's the androgynous she. It's the royal she. This is your personal angel, your very own angel. If you would like, it's actually a mirror of you, your angelic self. And this angel touches your knees to let you know that she is there. He is there. And now in your third ear, your psychic ear, you hear your angel say, we are now going to connect through our chakras. And so your angel reaches energetically his root chakra between you and you reach your root chakra, and the two root chakras meet in the center, and they connect, and they seal. And now your sacral chakra, you reach forward with your sacral chakra, and your angel sacral chakra reaches forward, and they connect, and they seal. And now your heart chakra reaches forward, and your angel's heart chakra reaches forward, and they seal. And now your throat chakra reaches forward and meets your angel's throat chakra, and they seal. And now your third eye chakra reaches forward, meets your angel's chakra, and they seal. And now your crown chakra bends a little forward and meets your angel's chakra, and they seal. And take a deep, deep breath, breathing in this angelic essence of your personal angel. Feeling, knowing that you are connected to this higher place of you. Please mute yourself when you come in. Thank you. And now take a few deep breaths to keep this connection open and going. And now, for the purpose of our journey, you will disconnect the chakras, but they will not be disconnected energetically, because you're going to have to start walking. It would be very difficult to walk connected to your angel's chakras. So disconnect the crown, and now disconnect the third eye, and disconnect your throat chakras, disconnect your heart chakra, disconnect your solar plexus, and disconnect your sacral chakra, and disconnect your root chakra. Now stay grounded, and whoever just came in, ground yourself for a few moments before you join us. So now your angel, as you've disconnected the physical part, you're still energetically connected. She comes and stands next to you on your right, or he stands next to you on your right, and holds your hand, because you are joined. You are not separate. And sit for a moment to make this connection deeper. The light is becoming more opalescent around you, your light is connected to each other, making a sphere of light that the two of you are sitting inside of. And the light filaments from your angel are beginning to be transferred, duplicated from her into you. Codes of light information are being absorbed by your cells and your DNA. So that past hurts, past traumas will begin to dissolve by the end of this journey. Now the light is getting very, very bright. And the energy is getting more movement in the room. And within your heart is beginning to fill up, feel very full, very, very round, very, not on fire, but very warm in your heart. Your skin may begin to tingle just a touch, a bit. You may want to rub your fingers together. The legs, your legs are feeling heavy and a little tingly. And if you were to open your eyes, see in front of you a very large, much larger angel, light with pink, opalescent rainbows of pink and lavender. Many birds are coming through. Many feathers are lifting. This angel bows to you. This angel says, I am Gabriel, here to serve you. Ishilanda kana kapiti, ala kadamba, indo shilamakati. Ishilanda kandali nanaki shanandaki. I bring you music from the heavens, Gabriel says. I bring you music of the heart. I bring you music of the cherubim. I bring you music of the heavenly harps. I bring you music of the company of heaven. For on this day we are celebrating our great mother, the great mother of us all, Jomakalakati Lanakashi. And it is my holy honor to invite you to come with me, and I will take you to the very special place where she lives. For she wishes to see you, for she wishes to give you a gift. So Gabriel comes and stands on the left side of you and takes your left arm, and your angel's on your right, and you stand up and you begin to walk through your room, and Gabriel leads you to whatever opening, whether there's a window whether there's a door in your room, whatever window that is, the largest one, she takes you to that, and that window or door turns into a giant arch of light. Giant arch of light. And the three of you walk through this arch of light. And on the other side is not the land where you live or the street that you live on. The other side is another world. And you begin to walk in this lush greenery. It's not a forest, but it's very thick with trees and low growing grasses. And you begin to walk. And Gabriel says to you, we have a few feet to walk, and then we are taking a boat. And so you walk on this path, the three of you. They're standing a little bit in front of you. You make a triangle, a tripod, a trinity. So you're walking, and birds are following you, and there's deer running alongside, and there's a few horses off in the distance. There's an owl flying above you. All of nature is welcoming you, is guiding you in a way. And you reach the shore, a sandy shore, and you get into a boat that's made of crystal. Get into this crystalline boat. This is a small river, bigger than a brook, but it's a small river. And the three of you get in, and you're in the center. Gabriel's in the front, and your angel is in the back. And this boat begins to carry you through the waters to the other side, where you can see that there's a green island of some sort. It's off in the distance. But this boat has no rows, has no motor. It's just floating magically across this water. And you begin to look into the water, and the water is very, very bright. You can see light coming through the water. And the water has a fragrance coming off of it. As you get further away from the shore, the water has a fragrance of lilac and kind of rose, orange rose. And you're floating, and there's music beginning off in the distance. You're beginning to hear sounds of music. You're floating, and your body's beginning to tingle a little bit. And you're getting closer to this island. And you reach the shore of this island. This island is very quiet. There's no bird singing, but there is a soft melody of some sort off in the distance. So Gabriel gets out of the boat, takes your hand, and then you take your hand of your angel, and you get out of the boat. And you begin to walk, but you stop. Because Gabriel says, before we can enter this island, we have to ask permission from the guardians and the elders of this island. This is the island of the goddess. This is the goddess's home. And she's very, very protected. So the guardians wish to know your intent. So in your heart, in your mind, silently, we wish for you now to ask permission to walk on this land and to go meet the goddess. My intent is to guide you to meet the goddess for whatever it is that she wishes to bestow upon us. I ask permission for myself. Now I invite you to ask permission for yourselves. Permission is granted, and you're most welcome. And in front of you, it's all trees. The trees begin to part, and all the lush trees and greenery begin to open up, and there's this vast space. And you begin to walk on this path, and out of the grasses become the divas and the fairy kingdom, and they are guiding you and Gabriel and your angel down this path. And you're walking, and you're walking, and you're walking. And the light is getting brighter. And now the music is beginning to sound. And you begin to hear like angels singing, but not quite angels, and you're not quite sure what they are. And as you're getting closer to this light, it's getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. Gabriel is holding your hand very tight. And you now feel that Gabriel puts a cloak around your shoulders. And you look, and it's this white silk shawl with threads of gold in it. And she whispers in your ear, one must always wear this shawl when meeting the Divine Mother, because it tells her that you are a very special human being, and that you have come to her in reverence and honor. And you get a little closer, a little closer. And the light is becoming very, 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 very bright. And the light has rainbows in it, and opalescent pinks and lavenders, and now there's greens and blues. Emerald green is reflecting over everything. And you hear this wonderful, wonderful voice. Welcome, my child. I have waited so long to see you. And you fall to your knees, just out of the pure energy of being in her presence. She is pure light. She is pure love. But within her light, you look very closely, and you can see this magnificent, beautiful face with this loving smile of the mother loving her child so deeply. You are loved. You can feel this love of this mother, a love that goes deep within your heart. And she says to you, is there any particular wish that you have that you would like to tell me? For I wish to give you a gift. But first, if you need to tell me anything, I'm here to listen. So we pause, and it'll take a few moments for you to speak to the Divine Mother, if you choose, either out loud in your room or silently in your heart and mind. Because you can speak to her non-verbally. That is her gift. Shinokamaka nakali ki tulunga. Indushilamakata. Gabriel is speaking. Ijumarakando kuchishimakali. This is such a holy moment for us all to be in. Holy Mother, I am most grateful that you have allowed us to be with you. The Holy Mother bows her head and smiles and touches Gabriel on the shoulder. And she says, I give thanks, Most Holy Gabriel, for your service. At this moment, the Divine Mother reaches out her light-filled arms and touches you on your hand. And she says, open your hands, for I have a gift for you. And so you open your hands in front of her. And she places in your hands this most magnificent and large diamond, raw diamond, but it is sparkling and glistening like something you have never seen before in your life, filled with light, with little speckles, the light filaments dancing within this diamond. And the Holy Mother says to you, this diamond is for you. This diamond is for you to place within your heart. This diamond is filled with my love and my light. I gift you with this so that you may grow your light as large as you wish, to cover the whole world if you wish. Take it with my blessing and place this diamond within your heart. And you take the diamond that's in your hand and you scoop it up and you take it into your heart and you breathe it in. And this diamond with all of its light codes and light filaments and love and power goes into you, into your heart chakra. So now the Holy Mother takes her hands and places her hands on your heart. My child, I am now sealing your heart chakra with this diamond within you, so it will never, ever have to leave you or slip away. My only request is that you honor it and care for it and nurture it and soothe it so that it stays alive within you. It will bring you great joy, great prosperity, great health. My love is sealed with it. And now she comes closer to you and she takes you in her arms and she holds you. The Divine Mother holding you in your silk, white silk, gold flecked scarf. She's blessing you and blessing this scarf so that it has her energy on it forever for you. We will take some time now so that you can be in the Mother's arms and absorb this energy. So now, the mother slowly releases herself from actually releases herself from you. You sit back. She bows to you and tells you you may visit her at any time, but you must ask permission to come onto her island. It's her only rule that she has. So you bow to her. Gabriel bows, your angel bows to her. And the three of you stand up and walk away, back to the shore, to get into your crystalline boat. You feel 3 times the size that you were before you came. You get in your boat, you float across the waters to the other shore. Get out the boat and walk back to your house. You go through the tall grasses as they separate, and these grasses now are sparkling. Everything is sparkling. Everything has light bouncing off of it. Birds are singing, the deer are running, the horses are galloping and speaking to each other. The chipmunks are running, the rabbits are running. All of nature is bouncing around you as you and Gabriel and your angel walk back to your home. And you walk through the lighted arch, the doorway of light, back to where you were before. Gabriel kisses you on the forehead. Puts her hand on your shoulder and tells you that you may call upon her at any time that you wish. Just have to speak her name. Or you can write her a note, however you wish to communicate. Her favorite way to communicate is non-verbally. But she will hear you speak if you like. And she goes back through the doorway of the archway of light. And your angel comes back in front of you and gives you a wonderful warm embrace and says, yes, I too am at your service for anything that you wish. Please be in touch with me daily. And she walks away and goes through, or he, through the doorway of light, the archway. And you are there with yourself and the love that's in your heart. So take a few moments to be in this energy with yourself. So bring yourself back into your body. Feel yourself sitting or lying. Hear the sounds in the room, sounds outside the room. See the light on your eyelids, and open your eyes. So, if anyone would like to speak and say for just a few seconds, a few moments, a few lines of what you experienced or what you didn't experience. We do this just to ground the experience for you so that you know that it really happened. It wasn't a dream. You don't have to speak. I just want to give you the opportunity, if you choose to. And we'll just do this by unmuting yourself. Anyone?
Hey Sylvia, it's Jean.
Hi,
I
Jean.
joined. Hi, I'm at a retreat in Tulum,
Oh,
in the
great. Okay.
Mayan culture
Oh,
thing
wow.
in
I can see the roof. It's gorgeous.
Tulum. Yeah, and oh yeah, it's just a little cabana. It was lovely. It was so lovely.
Oh,
Thank you so much, and thanks to the angels too, and everyone I got to share this with.
oh, I'm so glad you were able to come. Thank you. Anyone else? Jean's in Seattle. Well, she's not in Seattle, she's in Tulum, but that's where she's out there. Anyone? I just want to put my glasses on so I can see. Okay.
Thank you, Sylvia. It
Oh,
was just a profound experience being brought to the Divine Mother. It was just very special and awesome for me. Thank you so much.
Good. I'm glad you had that experience. You're very, very welcome. My pleasure. I love doing it with you. Anyone else?
Yeah, this is Peter with Lynn.
Hi,
And
Peter.
and I felt the magical musical bowls just emitting a frequency that got me right in my heart.
Oof.
I was on the island.
Fabulous. Good. Thank you for letting me know.
Welcome.
And I'm so glad you were able to make it.
I am too. I could thank Elena for that.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Elena. Anyone else? Okay. Well, I'm going to speak for a few minutes, and then when I get finished, if anybody's got more of their consciousness, they want to say something before we leave, we can do that. So what I wanted to tell you is, was everyone able, Peter, were you able to hear the bowls completely? Because I was concerned about the sound because I'd forgotten to turn it on at first.
Yes, I did hear them from start to finish in the different bowls, and then it sounded like you had bells, or maybe
Yes.
that's just a another manifestation of those tuned bowls.
No, they were actually chimes. I'll show you. I've turned the sound mic off, so you may not be able to hear. But yeah, they're called French chimes. So they're really lovely. Great. So what I wanted to tell you is, I have coming up. Some of you may know this because some of you are already on my mailing list, and some of you aren't because some of you are new. And I'm so glad that you are here. It's always wonderful to meet new people. So I have a new program coming. It's called, surprise, surprise, it's about angels. It's called Angelic Alchemy. And it's a 5-week class. It's a master class. And it's an upgrade of some of the other work that I've been doing in the last 2 years. And actually all started like a month before the pandemic came. So this is the Angelic Alchemy. I've fine-tuned the other work that I was doing, and I really feel that this is now the big piece, and it's going to be carry throughout for the next couple of years. I may even do ongoing after the initial. But Angelic Alchemy, I will send those of you who weren't on my mailing list, I will send you the announcement of it with all of the things it involves. And it also has a video. A very close friend of mine made a video of the for the class, to tell, a short video, a 1-minute video, 1.5-minute video, to give you a sense of the flavor of the class. I'm calling it, this particular one, it's called Easily Navigate Difficult Times with or through, I don't have it in front of me, guidance from the angels. Because what we do is it's actually the only piece of work that I know of at the moment that's doing both the psychological and the spiritual. Usually it's one or the other. But what I have done, because it's part of my training, but it's also part of what I love and what I know how to do, and I do it with my private clients, is doing the practical of what's going on, the behavioral work that we do for ourselves and our growth. And then we bring in the spiritual to fill up those holes where we're releasing. And so it's very, very powerful. And people have had amazing results in just a few weeks. And actually, even in the first one that I ever did, someone just actually transformed right in front of us. She stopped in the middle of an exercise and said, "Oh my God, I just got it." And it was like all these light bulbs went on for it. It was kind of a very interesting thing that happened. But what I found out is that these angels, you know, they have this way of being, as we all know, because we're all very familiar with angels, is that they can, you know, flip something over in a second. And it's we human beings that we have to work through. Got to do a little bit more. But so the angels are there to help us get through any difficulty, whether it be, you know, easy difficulty or really, you know, life-threatening. So I invite you to join me. It's starting on March the 2nd, not that far away. There is I have a page that lives on my website, but it's a page within itself of the class. And that is, it will be in the email, but I'll give it to you now if you have a pen and you want to write it down. It's called Sylvia Moss, SylviaMoss.com, then /mastery, MASTERY. I will be sending you the email that describes it, and I will also be sending you the video. The video is very pretty. It's got music to it, so you can just listen to it if you want for a long time. It's very soothing. It's very short. And what was the other thing I wanted to tell you? Oh, there is a early bird price for the class that if you sign up by Thursday midnight, because I'm actually extended. It was earlier, but I'm extending it because of this happening. I wasn't planning on this because I didn't know about it. So I'm extending the early bird payment until Thursday midnight. So if you want to join. Now, if for some reason that your paycheck isn't coming, you know, until Friday, or if there's something that you need to make a further arrangement with me, please call me or email me. There is a payment plan, and it's all on the page, the class page with all of the information. And the information is it's very lengthy. You don't have to read it all. I've put a lot of information up on the page because a lot of people have a lot of questions and people want to know other things. And so I've put up as much as I possibly can to tell you what it's about, what you will get, how you will feel, how you will be. I've tried to cover every single question that you would ask. Also, at the end of this very long, swirly page, is a Q&A, not a Q&A, a Q&A of questions that I think that you may want to know that I don't have covered in the actual content of the description of the class. There's lots of pictures, lots of stories. There's actually a short little meditation so that you can see where we go with it. Several people have made a very deep connection to themselves from it because we work, of course, with the angels and with your personal angel. And a lot of people have expressed that through working with their personal angel in the class, that they became very deeper connected with themselves, which is a very wonderful thing to have happen, because most of us, including myself, don't realize when we're disconnected from ourselves, because we're spinning around and doing so many different things, and especially now when things are getting much more intense and will probably get more intense. Because you see, I'm sure that most of you know about the Aquarian age that we're going into, when we're already in it, but we're just in the tiptoes, a little few inches in. So that's what this is all about. We have to begin to finish clearing out all of this the gook that we've got, the last remnants of things that are still hanging in there. So that's what the angels are so wonderful at helping us with. So in this class, we do the practical. We do the practical exercises and the mind stuff. And we have some very wonderful meditations. And each week, it's every single week. And so each week we have an angel meditation of a different healing. It's very wonderful. And you will get the recordings of the classes. So that's what I'm offering you. And if you have any questions, you can email me, of course, and you can also call me and talk to me. So that's what I have to say about that. And let me see if there's anything else. Also, on my website, there are some other things. I do have some meditations on my website. There's a wonderful meditation called The Crystal Cave, which would be very wonderful for this time right now, because there's a goddess involved. So you get to go meet the crystalline goddess in her very magical, beautiful cave. And there's music to that one also. And what else? And then there's my angel cards, which have not been printed yet. We're still raising the money to get to the printer. Hopefully that will happen in the next well, we're almost to spring, but by the beginning of June, I hope that we have the money to get those printed. So that's all on the website. And so I really invite you to peruse that website and just drink it in. There's some videos on there, meditations, and like that. Oh, and yes, and in the class every week we play the crystal bowls. What I did tonight is very similar. The angel part is very similar to what we do in the class. We have the meditation, the journey, and each week it's a different one because we're working on a different issue, and you'll be learning different different tools. It's not a learning like, I got to learn this. No, it's not like that. It's like the absorbing learning. So that's what I have to offer you. So I hope you'll be in touch, and you'll let me know if you want to join me. And if anyone wants to say anything now about tonight's meditation or anything else, or ask me a question, we do have a few more minutes if anyone would like to speak up. Turn on the lights. Okay, going once, going twice. Thank you all so much for coming. I really enjoyed sharing this time with you. For me, it was very powerful to receive that information and to let it come through me. What I was saying to you, what the body sensations and things, I was actually feeling those things. I mean, I wasn't following any script. It was just happening. So I wanted you to know that. So let me hear from you. Keep in touch. Thank you for coming, and hope to see you very soon. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you so much.
You're so
Oh,
welcome.
my love.
Thank
Kat.
you. Thank you.
Cat's in
Thank you.
Australia. Thank you for coming
Yeah.
from Australia.
Thanks for having me. You're
You're
amazing.
so welcome. It's good to see you again.
Thank you,
Bye.
Sophia. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you. Good
You're
night.
so welcome. Good night.
Ciao,
Bye-bye,
ciao.
everybody.
Bye.
Good to see you.